This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned up. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song.
It's a jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. Jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. Jacked up review show.
Yeah, some of the indies would get together. Like I was saying, Service had one. It was cool when the indies would do that, right? As a way to sort of get eyes.
That's
on
pretty much
stuff
what
you've never
they
seen.
just made a. I mean, I know they've done a Zorro comic book relaunch where it's a little more gritty but awesome. So they should totally do that versus like the Rocketeer or something. You know, it's just
Well, they
There's been
should,
a lot
they
of
should,
talk
Diego
on
Montoya.
quite a few.
Diego. Yeah, there you go, Diego Montoya.
they should do it with steampunk, like you said, the Rocketeer would be great to do. But have somebody like Iron Man on the Rocketeer, like, Iron Man goes back in time, finds out the Rocketeer is like a cousin of his, so you can do that.
I
Because
love
Disney-
that.
You know, Disney has the rights
For those
to
listening,
the Rocketeer,
let's do an NDA.
The Disney
do
executives
not
that are
do not
listening.
steal James's idea. So
There you go.
I love that. And then maybe there could be, I don't know, Tony could get kidnapped and like programmed, and the Rocketeer's got to fight against him and deprogram him or something. I don't know. It could be.
Or
Well, I
heck,
mean,
you could do it with Howard Stark.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Because you're dealing with Howard Stark
Yeah.
fighting the Nazis and Rocketeer's fighting Nazis. You know what? It works.
There
Yeah,
you
they have the
go.
same mustache, I think.
They got the same mustache. Well, and
Of
since
course, we have
they
ET
are
and
indie
Star Wars
companies and they're
crossover.
taking all these easier to acquire licenses, I'm surprised they haven't done Gunsmoke versus Rawhide.
Here's one that I think has perplexed a lot of people, and it kind of came out, but it was kind of like under the radar a little bit, but I thought it was a smart idea. Batman and the Avengers 66.
Mm.
Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Batman and Robin. Okay, this is
Did
a
Robin
problem.
die in this one as well?
No. You have you have Robin and Batman trying to figure out a crime,
He often gets
and
killed.
Commissioner Gordon calls in John Steed and Emma Peel.
Oh, okay, I was gonna
It's
say,
It's one of those
Avengers,
transatlantic
Avengers, got it.
storyline. It's because it crosses the ocean.
Yeah.
But don't.
And I think that's a great idea for a book. You have that. You have and that was a great idea. They published it and it did well. But that's something like a lot of people. It's a lot of, if you do the versus stuff, that's fine. But for a while it does get drained a little bit. That was the beauty about Aliens versus Predator, the direction it went. With that whole comic book series.
Similar
and how,
fans, similar universe, same studio.
Yeah,
So,
same studio.
Yeah.
And
they did a great John Wick prequel comic book, which I really dug because it's both awesome on its own 2 feet and it felt like a good use of the property. They were having all these unusual original assassins in here. And so after
Yeah.
reading this John Wick comic, I'm like, they need to totally do a versus Jason Bourne comic. Like, that would be awesome.
Interesting. I'd say
wow.
maybe the most famous example of any of these would actually be League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the Alan Moore.
Mhm.
Right.
That's what he
Yes.
was doing.
Oh, yeah.
He was taking all the public domain,
The Universal
Characters.
Monsters, yeah.
and he's got Invisible Man and Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, et cetera, Alan Quartermain.
Well, and then
And of course, it's Alan Moore, so as
Tom
Phil said,
Sawyer,
he's a good
yeah,
writer, he can do anything. But
Yeah.
the core concept's like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Let's combine all these
Yeah.
worlds. And
That's basically what they did with
bunch
the
of
movie.
different
Yeah.
ideas.
An
I remember
old
right-
fanfic idea of mine.
if I remember right, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, they even threw in some stuff about War of the Worlds in there too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, they did.
That's kind of the big bad in because they do League of Extraordinary Gentlemen over like certain years, right? It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
here this year, so he can.
Yeah, and there's
talk about
another
the
there's
Moors.
another possible. Yeah, there's another possibility right there. You have the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with the Kingsmen.
Now that's a good idea.
Let's do it.
And I'll take you another.
And
step
then put
further.
a Rocketeer cameo in there. It's pretty stupid.
Always throw him.
But
This one's
I'm
sponsored.
also-
This podcast is sponsored by the Rocketeer.
We are sponsored by the
Really?
Rocketeer. Yeah.
Everything goes to the Rocketeer.
An old idea of mine. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the West Moreau War.
Whoa.
Mm.
Yeah, Island of Dr. Moreau and Herbert West.
Yeah.
Reanimator. There you go. And then that'll connect it to
And
Dark Man.
Rocketeer.
They did have a crossover with Dark Man and Ash, so yeah, you could bring in all those Sam Raimi and Moreau guys.
Trying to
Yeah,
think.
and there's another group of properties that was just it's just asking for
Ash
a
versus
crossover of some
Predator.
sort.
Let's do
Bible.
it.
Nope, nope.
Let's have Army
Archie.
of Darkness versus
nope,
Predator.
nope, nope. I'm
Oh.
talking. I have something that it's. I hope it's in the same universe, or if it's not, it should be. The Jerry and Sylvia Anderson properties. You got
So you want to get all the
Thunderbird.
UFO and Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds and UFO or UFO.
Thunderbirds
UFO
and Supercar. Then you have
Yep.
Then you have
Stingray.
Stingray.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Then you've got
Anything can happen.
Oh, the
In my
Protectors and
opinion-
the
So there you
Protectors
go.
and the Persuaders, the
The
Protectors
Anderson
and
verse.
Secret Service.
I got it. The Anderson verse versus Rankin Bass.
Wow.
Oh, God. Let's do
Puppets
it.
versus stop motion.
Yeah.
Stop motion galore. Let's do it.
Well,
Super
Tom
Nation.
mentioned
Super
the King,
Mason.
Tom mentioned the Kingsman. How about Louis the Kingsman?
Oh God.
I know.
No, Louis from the State and the Kingsman. See, now that would be a
Yeah.
really
No. We got another one. Louis the Lilac from the Batman TV show.
Oh, yeah.
And the Kingsman.
Wow.
And maybe we'll throw in Louis Anderson, so you have Louis.
So
Savage.
right. Yeah, they should have had Randy Savage. That would be
There needs to
awesome.
be more wrestling crossovers.
I can dig it.
So it's ready.
Well, and given how many comic books they've made of various wrestlers, including The Undertaker, why haven't they done that more?
Yeah, I want to see Conan the Barbarian.
I'll
versus
tell you the
Macho
reason
Man.
why. I'll tell you the reason why they haven't done it. One, the Warrior comic book. That is
Oh God!
Oh.
That's
God,
an
no.
acid trip.
So you're
the
saying
dude
one
kills
ruined it
Santa
for me.
Claus. The dude either kills or knocks out Santa Claus and puts on his uniform and starts
He raped
doing
Santa.
stuff.
You can't tell me otherwise.
And haven't we all fantasized about that at one time?
Wow. Okay.
Dear
Okay.
Penthouse.
Been an hour.
You said it, not me.
I would like to see some crossovers because, like when you're doing Aliens versus Predator, you're like, okay, I see that. But I want to see some of these wilder ones. I really enjoyed when it's these ones that are like,
Yeah, when it's
Predator,
absurd
Archie.
and
Yeah, I want to
silly.
see
Yeah,
like,
it's fun to read.
yeah, My Little Pony and Mad Max.
Mad Little
That's
Pony
like,
and
I'd
Mad
be
Max.
The Rainbow Dash would be awesome.
Oh my word! So
Yeah, let's
Care
work out
Bears.
The one I
versus
totally
for a
picture.
shot.
Need the petrol.
Yeah, the-
I got
and
it.
Insectors.
I got
Insectors.
it.
There you go. Perfect.
I've got it. It's Care Bears versus Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
They would all join
I'm in.
forces. There's no
Son of a bitch.
verses.
Those Disney executives, you heard him.
You heard him. You heard the man. They've done a bunch of Lake Placid versus movies for Sci-Fi Channel.
Anaconda.
Right? So why not have, I don't know, Killer Crocodiles versus Killer Croc? I don't know.
How
They
about
should,
this one?
Disney owns Marvel, so maybe they should have Howard the Duck meet to Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was actually just thinking if they're gonna keep doing these Hocus Pocus sequels, how about the Sanderson sisters meet Agatha Harkness?
That would be great.
Wow.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a huge crossover
Yep.
film.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sure.
they almost
That's why
didn't
they
put,
never made a
they,
sequel.
they almost didn't put it on streaming. It was basically just Spielberg being very nice to everybody, saying, "Hey, we can make this work. We'll all get paid. Let's do it."
Freakazoid meets the Tick.
Freakazoid versus the Tick.
Boon.
I joked in one of
They
our
had,
I joked in one of our other bloopers sections that there should be a Spielberg verse where
Yeah.
Well,
just
they
they're
had,
fighting in DeLoreans for all the Indiana Jones treasures.
Yeah, I mean, to a little bit, that's what what's his name that writes Ready Player One is kind of doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Edward
very poorly.
Edward
He's
something
doing
right.
like John Hughes. and
Yeah, that's
Spielberg
basically what
mashed
he
him
did.
in.
There's
I got one for you.
Also,
Those
one
inferior
more-
5, they got to face off with the Mystery Men.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh God, yeah,
that would be
great
fun.
too.
If I remember
People
right,
forget that was a comic by Dark Horse before a movie.
Also, the metal men.
The Metal Men,
Yes.
they could have both of them versus the boys. That'd be fun.
actually, Dumb Bunny from Inferior 5, I don't know if she's a sister, but she's related to Angel from Angel and the Ape comics, if you've heard of that one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But let me throw something else at you. If you want to do Marvel and DC again, we do the Inferior 5 versus the Great Lake Avengers.
That would be
Except Great Lakes Avengers has Squirrel Girl, so
Squirrel Girl,
unbeatable Squirrel Girl,
unbeatable.
I kind of wish they had done something with Melina Weintraub as Squirrel Girl. They kind of canceled those plans.
Yeah, that would.
Are you getting canceled, Gil?
She's huge in Marvel Rivals, the video game right now, so it's really cool to see.
I'm still wrapping my brain around the fact that someone thought Squirrel Girl needed to have junk in the trunk.
Oh, jeez.
So you can talk to Erica Henderson about that. She's the artist.
Where else would you? Well, they had to give her something. They had to give her something because the buck teeth kind of.
Yeah, but remember that's because she's stuffing her tail down there. But she also.
But
where else?
And everybody
where
else is chasing tail. So.
But Erica talks about that quite a bit actually, because she said, in letters page and in interviews that she herself is. I mean, she's like regular sized woman. She's like, it'd be nice to see someone like that who's also a kick ass heroine. Like not everything else.
Yeah,
and she's like, also she's a child canonically, so we should be looking.
So now we got Oreo joining in on the insanity. So he's gonna sweep the leg on this one. First of all, how the hell have you been?
Tired and going through a lot of shit.
I'm sorry.
So I shouldn't laugh at that. It's just so well delivered.
And that's the truth. It's like, fuck it. It's been a hard fucking month or so.
Jeez.
Well,
it's a hard night's life.
That's why we use alcohol to cope with our problems instead of facing them.
Coke.
Can't even afford fucking cocaine. Jesus Christ.
It's alcohol versus my liver in the great crossover event.
Well, so if we're gonna have a cocaine bear, then we got to have the prequel, which is cocaine versus bear.
Bear. I think Bear wins that one.
Cocaine.
The prequel to Cocaine Bear should be LSD Woodchuck.
The unbeatable LSD.
There's an actual legitimate movie called Meth Gator.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
I was just gonna ask if there was anything that they've tried to cash in on.
They should totally do
Cocaine
Jaws versus Piranha. They could do.
Not exactly a crossover, but I've always pictured like a sequel to Scooby Doo that's kind of a Cape Fear spoof, where one of those guys gets out of jail after decades, and you kids are going to learn about loss.
Right. Basically,
like
they're being
Scooby-Doo
stalked
with
by everybody they imprisoned.
Whoa, Scoob! He's coming after us. He's got tattoos.
It's a groundwork.
Yeah, and he follows them around by hanging on underneath their car.
There you go.
The mystery machine.
So Scooby-Doo and Batman versus Hannibal Lecter and the Joker. Let's do it.
Christ.
Let's do it.
They do a great.
Don't worry, Joker. I won't eat you. You taste funny.
They need to do Hammer versus Universal.
Yeah.
Oh God, that would
Hammer
be
Monster.
great.
That would be awesome.
Because here's the thing: we've been joking around talking about some of these shitty comics, these cash-ins, these awesome ones, but do ones that make good use of a comic. Because there's plenty of these we've mentioned off as like I enjoyed them, but they only worked as a comic, and then there were others where it's like this is better than it has any right to be. Like I loved Oreo and I were talking about the Transformers versus the Terminator one because it was so tongue in cheek. Is like basically the Terminator is trying to be converted by Megatron, and he's like, not now anymore. Everyone's joking around. Sarah Connor, you just got kidnapped by this guy with a German accent in LA. Who the hell is he? And they were very creative because they worked in how
Hitler on vacation.
Right. Well, that and the one company that's in Transformers was being acquired by Skynet. So it was a very fun, campy get together, but.
And a good plot twist, too.
There was a lot of fun stuff, and everybody had their moment in the sun. I personally, since Disney owns this, why don't they do Chewbacca versus Predator?
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
I was
A
gonna
lot
say,
of
That would be fun.
I'll rip your limbs off.
Well, no, they've used the jungle, right? So they're
Yeah.
both kind of- they
No,
already
I'll
understand
go
all
one
those
better.
booby
I'll
traps
go
and
one
stuff.
better.
You'll go one better.
Ewoks.
Mandalorians versus Predator.
They're
Okay.
working up to
That could
that.
work.
Oh, come on.
Let's do
Now
it.
Rocketeer finally makes sense.
There you go.
I just found out today they're doing Predator kills the Marvel universe, so they're working their way around.
Are they
everybody.
really?
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Holy
And
shit!
It'll be
Ewoks versus aliens.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's do
That'd
it.
be great.
What do
I
you-
want to
Let's
see
do
it.
Ugh.
You know,
I would totally read a Monty Python comic book, and if they wanted
Wait,
to
you wouldn't?
randomly,
They
like,
did. They
They
did
did.
put out a paperback. Let's see if I have it. It says Monty Python's new paperback. You can get it on eBay. And it has Aaron. That's where the Yop Gok Master comes from.
Yes.
But anyway, it it has
Yop
comics, it has a
Master?
bunch of
Attack
stuff,
your
but
enemy before he
it
knows you.
surprisingly works well in the written form. The Yop Gok Master is one of my all-time favorites. I'll send it to the group chat. 'Cause
That's
it's
wild.
making fun of those like
And then
get big, quick.
if they were to do it again, I could see them like teleporting, like almost time banded style, to a different timeline, and having like Captain America be their unofficial leader while the rest of them are fucking around. You know, fighting the Black Knight. Like, can you imagine Captain America takes out his legs with his shield, and he's like, "Oh, come back here, you bastard!" You know?
I got a good idea. Batman versus the Shadow.
I think there's a little bit of crossover like that.
Then the War of the Worlds happens, so they team up. So you get Orson Welles in there.
They
twice.
fight aliens from. Perfect.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Some Tarantino comics. Imagine if they had Blade in the From Dusk Till Dawn verse, or
That would be fun. Actually, fun
Pulp
fact. Back in
Fiction versus Batman. I don't know.
2009, there was no, it was 2009, 2010. There was supposed to be Blade Underworld, but Marvel decided against it because they wanted to adapt Blade for a film, and then they didn't do it, so that project went out the fucking window.
There was that and Resident Evil, and thank God Sony didn't go that far. It's just like, that would have
I
been
would have loved to have seen that, though. That would have been bitching to see them two on the screen together.
maybe.
now for something completely different, the world's shortest comic.
Sorry.
The world's shortest comic book. Chuck Norris versus everybody.
There you go.
Does it get hit in the back of the head? Does it get hit in the back of the head?
Bears.
Has anyone mentioned Agent 47 yet?
One page.
That's the title.
Has what?
Has anyone mentioned Agent 47 yet?
No. What was
I
The
would
Hitman
lo-
series?
Have they done
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
comics of Hitman?
Yeah. It's
Really?
Agent 47, and it's like people are talking about Batman versus Agent 47.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus.
yeah.
They need to get off the fucking Batman versus shit. It's
Yeah.
so
Or,
dumb.
Agent 47 versus John Wick is another one. People
That's
kinda-
more.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's more up the.
Yeah.
I would
Hey,
see that.
yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. Maybe Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell would be a cool. I would totally, because those guys all
Inspector
deserve their
Gadget.
own. Oh, there you go.
No, wait. I'll go one. Wait,
God.
somebody puts Inspector Gadget. I would say, do this. Do Inspector Gadget meets Maxwell Smart.
Or Inspector Gadget versus Iron Man. That might be.
I will
Inspector
say
Gadget
that.
or Inspector Gadget.
Can you imagine them?
Inspector
Tony
Gadget
Stark,
and Maxwell Smart's the same
and
voice.
Tony Stark gets a call from the Claw.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to get you, Iron Man. Yeah.
No, here's the crossover for you. Inspector Gadget with Machine Man.
There you go.
Or Plastic Man, and just
Plastic
take
Man.
all pages of just.
Or who's the
Plastic
Plastic
Man.
Mr. Fantastic.
Honestly, if
Plastic Ma-
Inspector Gadget crossed over with Terminator, it would be a very interesting blend. Because, he's part of
Skynet
machine and
tries to
shit.
program his
Mhm.
gadgets.
It'd be interesting shit.
Do it.
Buckaroo Banzai's got to fit in here.
He's
somewhere.
got a bunch of comics,
Yeah.
so there's no telling.
And maybe Carrot Top.
Speaking of,
Oh my god!
Carrot.
Battle of the
premise.
infamous comedians. Now
Wait,
we
hang
gotta
on.
throw-
Wait, speaking of War of the Worlds,
yeah, Buckaroo Banzai.
Cowboy Bebop?
Buckaroo Banzai in the War of the World. Wow.
Yeah, because in that movie they said that actually happened. It wasn't a radio.
Yeah.
Actually,
1937.
Which is my favorite
in
part of that
some
movie.
ways,
There
in
you
some
go.
ways, Buckaroo Banzai reminds me of Doc Savage on some
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having those two crossover would be kind of interesting.
Oh, that would be a great crossover. You have to get I think the licensing rights. I think Warner
I
Brothers
think
owns
it's
the
still
licensing right.
IDW or something, but yeah, it's
Didn't they have a Springsteen like band too in that movie?
The Hong Kong Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
It was a little takeoff on
Include,
Bruce.
including a little
then-
guy that we like, including a little guy we like called Jeff Goldblum. He was in the movie. He was wearing
Right,
a cowboy
so-
hat and wearing chaps.
then we got to have them fighting dinosaurs, and then Peter Weller's character coming face to face with RoboCop. If that's
Oh,
the
there
case.
you go.
Fighting dinosaurs, you got Cadillac dinosaurs and Cadillacs. You throw
There
that
you
in.
go, dinosaurs and Cadillacs.
Can we have Poochie from The Simpsons meet Gnort from the Green Lantern Corps?
Oh,
No God.
There's a
yes.
another
Make this
very
happen.
fast one. I'm sorry, I had
That
to go
is
back to his
very
home planet.
lightning fast.
I thought it was pronounced Nort.
Gnort.
The G
I
was
would say-
silent.
Yeah, I would say Gnort or Nort. I don't know, but
What are some sarcastic ones you'd like to see? I think you could do MILFs versus gold diggers.
I've seen that video. It's 5 minutes
No.
long. That would be so good to the end of it.
I thought it was a great.
That whole thing
I
would be
got-
so fucking
Just to wake you up,
racist.
make sure you're still with us.
Tim, you mentioned
Hey.
Spielberg. We did see the
Fuck.
great crossover of E.T. and the Star Wars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We gotta have an explanation on how the fuck he gets into the Senate and messes with the chancellors. Yeah. I was thinking Defense from Falling Down versus Patrick Bateman from American Psycho would be
Oh
a fun.
God,
Jesus.
The most psychotic crossover ever.
Jesus Christ! Right. Yeah, that would be a great comic book. It only sell in certain areas, but yeah, you know.
Rated M, like no one in their same mind can handle this guy.
All right, you want that crossover with the guy from Falling Down and the guy from American Psycho? Yeah, go in the back room, walk about 100 feet to your left, make a right.
Fuck
Go
that.
down.
Make it a three-way crossover with John Doe from Seven.
Yeah,
There you go.
You want-
Oh yeah.
Jack Torrance from The Shining gets to fight him in an axe fight or something.
oh God, yeah, I could. There's a lot of
Ding,
things,
ding,
you know,
ding, ding.
Huey Lewis's sports. I don't give a damn about Huey Lewis.
I'm
gonna cut your
brains
goddamn-
out. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut. I'm
Over
gonna
from
cut your
Revenge of the Nerds
goddamn
is
head off,
Shrek.
Bateman.
He's
The last thing I'm gonna do, then I'm gonna take your arms and I'm gonna put them in a blender and make a nice dip for somebody.
And then he comes back with his like, no one
And
wants
then
to
I'm
fuck
gonna
you.
go watch the. Then I'm gonna go courtside to the Lakers.
How are you doing, How are you doing, Mr. Torrance? That goddamn slick back son of a bitch is back in my goddamn life, Lloyd. I'm gonna
Hey,
have to
say,
take him out.
Jack, I got some videotapes to return. You want to come along?
Will he?
Like
Will
an
he
omelet.
need to be
Like
corrected?
an omelet.
Yeah. And then you got Scatman Crothers going. Do you like Huey Lewis, Doc? And like Wendy's was going. How do you know he likes Huey Lewis? I don't know. I just know it.
We
It's like-
can, that's just it. It's a comic, so we would have freedom to be even more pretentious and just go out there.
No, I got it for you. I got another one.
Oh shit!
Scatman Crothers from The Shining and Groundskeeper Willie from The Shinning.
You trying to get sued?
Winning.
No, I'm
No, it's
I'm
Shining.
trying to get Groundskeeper Willie in on this action.
Well, this
I
was
see
this
what
is
you
definitely
did
off the
there,
subject,
yeah.
so feel free to reel me back in, Cam. But when
I feel
A-aron
like-
and I would take these long trips across the United States, right, 3 days,
Oh,
each
yeah.
week, you know,
It won't be
you
your
know,
last.
something to talk about, and we would talk about tours, band tours, with the same type of idea. We're like,
that
the
was-
Cure should play with the Poison, and we'll call it the
Yeah.
Absolutely Nothing Happened tour, you know, or the
The
Black Keys and
absolute
White Stripes.
bands who would
the
not get
piano
along
tour.
together.
But yeah, it was like this crossover idea, on this kind of
Well,
work.
we had yesterday at work. We were talking about if you put New Order and the Smiths together, it would be the most depressing tour ever made.
They would kick Morrissey off the stage before they even got into the first act. Yeah.
JJ, you
take-
mentioned Scatman Crothers.
Yeah,
It made me think of Karate Kid, Shang-Chi, and Hong Kong Phooey.
oh,
Hong Fooey. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Number one, super
Snoopy
guy.
versus Hong Kong Fooey. I don't know.
Well,
Bartman.
Snoopy's got the flying
Fartman, yeah.
ones.
What would Howard Stern's Fartman? What would he do?
Bartman meets Bartman.
yeah.
Fartman.
Do you guys,
dude.
do you
Beats
guys
Cartman.
know? Do you guys know something? There was supposed when Howard Stern was coming up with the idea for a movie. I can remember listening to the radio show. He's like, "Yeah, I'm working on Fartman the movie," and he kept handing in the story and stuff, and it kept getting rejected. So then he does private parts, and they're like, "Hey, there's an idea for a movie. Let's do Private Parts. And I think supposedly he was going to have the Fart Man movie come out after that, and he was like, "Nah,
Something
nah,
like
nah,
that.
I'm not going to do it." Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
I
and
say,
I think he made it clear years later also, whatever they were saying in the boardroom, he wasn't liking what they were saying. He's like,
Yeah.
Of course
okay,
not.
you're not getting what I've come up with, and you're not following my formula, so this is also a pass. You know, you got
I still think him appearing as Fart Man.
What
at
if
the
it was
MTV
silent fart man?
Silent but deadly, like that.
I could
and
swear
that would be the tagline, silent but deadly. Yeah.
the National Lampoon Radio Hour had a skit called Fart Man before Stern did it.
I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah, early '70s, like that's pre.
Was Richard Belzer on it? Because then we
think
could come up with
every-
Detective Munch versus
maybe.
Fart Man.
Oh,
I
Christ.
mean,
Morning
a fifth grader
radio should
could
have
come
had
up with that. You know.
Let's do it. Let's do
Anyway.
it. Flatulence Man versus Fart Man.
I got a really
Assy
complicated
McGee
one.
and Fart Man in the same cartoon.
Oh
Ass
God,
McGee.
God. Wow.
He causes the closet to collapse.
God damn. Wow. I haven't watched Assy McGee in fucking
This is getting
decades.
weird.
Don't ask me where
No,
that
Assy
came out of
McGee
nowhere.
was
That was
the
just
first
like,
Adult Swim cartoon.
how about this one? Oral and Davy and Goliath.
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yes.
please, no, that's too depressing.
Oh, better yet, you could have Archer versus Adult Swim. That would
There
kind of
was
be
an
making
Archer-
fun of the fact
there
that
was
they
an
passed
Archer
on him.
Archer versus the Aqua Team.
And there you go.
No,
yeah.
Archer did.
No, I'll go one better.
Archer versus Austin
Archer
Powers.
and C-Lab 2021.
Oh, yeah.
That I could
So
see.
Archer, I think season 3, episode
Hey,
or
yeah.
episode 1 starts as Bob's Burgers. If you've ever
Yeah,
seen
there
it.
they
was
also
that.
did a
That was
C-Lab
fun.
2021 kind of thing in
Since
Archer.
H. John Benjamin does the voices, and
yeah,
they do it in
they-
the Archer.
They
art
could
style,
totally do
but they pay
C-Lab,
homage.
and the Bob's Burgers crossover was awesome. But they should totally he could go against the King
No.
They did.
or
They
Austin Powers if you want.
they did something in Archer that was very similar to them going to C-Lab. I can't
Yep,
remember what.
I remember that.
It had
Yeah.
something to do with the tunts.
Yep.
Yeah, they'd use
I
a
was,
lot of same voice actors, that same studio out of.
I mean, why not?
I mean, here's one for you: Xander Cruz versus Archer.
Oh, Frisky Dingo.
There you
Oh.
go.
How
Took me a
about
minute.
what was the one that I liked?
That one?
Danger 5 meets
Team America.
Sal
World
the Moment.
Police.
For some
Harlem
reason,
Globetrotters.
Yeah.
They were the constant, like on every cartoon. There was always a crossover. The Harlem Globetrotters. They
Well,
must have had just the cheapest.
if you're
rights. They
talking
get-
about-
they pay you to put them in the show.
There you
You're
go.
talking about H. John Benjamin. You're talking about Lucy, Daughter of the Devil.
Yeah.
Archer,
Um,
Bob's Burgers.
The one with the psychiatrist. That's where you started.
Dr. Katz.
Dr. Katz. He was the son.
Dr. Katz. oh
There you
God, I
go.
remember.
Dr. Katz versus the Critic. Let's do it.
Oh.
It's dangerous.
Yes! Whoever said that, yes.
That was-
Did you ever see the
No.
crossover they did on Family Guy where he goes to meet Dr. Katz? And he's like, why are we all squiggly?
Yes!
Total
That reminds
meta
me-
before
well-
that was a thing. Yeah.
Then you'd have Dr. Katz at home movies.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh
That's right,
God.
'cause he was
Yeah.
the gym teacher, I think.
Yeah.
We could sneak.
No. H. John Benjamin was the gym teacher.
Yes, he was.
And but you could
Close.
have
Right.
Yeah, I can remember home. I would love to see home movies and Baby Blues team up.
Mm.
Yeah.
And 9mm. Oh my
Oh,
God.
9mm.
Here's a
there you go.
crossover. Since somebody mentioned the Harlem Globetrotters meets the island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh,
And Luke
God.
Cage. He's in Harlem.
I could not imagine.
Nick Cage.
Oh.
I want you to do me a favor, Curly. I want you to go and take the serum. What's it for, Doc? You're gonna turn into a tiger. You mean with the ladies? No,
He
you're
was the
gonna really turn
Godfather of
into
the
a
island.
tiger. You're gonna turn into a tiger. Anybody know why I'm wearing this white makeup? What's the matter with me? Did I not go into the sun for a couple of days? What's this about? And why do I
You're
have to
always
spend?
sweating. So it's so hot in here.
They could do
sweating.
the Carleones versus Scarface since they've done
I
Scarface
think the
comics.
Globetrotters should
Oh
have
God, that would be great.
It all formed into one big Globetrotter.
And then just have the Harlem Globetrotters just randomly mentioned. I bought that team.
Globetrotters versus Conker's Bad Fur Day.
There we go.
Let's
How
do
about-
it.
All right, I thought of the best kaiju one. Now this is a good one. Godzilla versus Cloverfield.
Oh God.
For the worlds.
Yeah, you
As long as they
As long
can
as it's
get
not
that.
steady cam.
Yeah, as I was about to say, as long as no one's shaking the camera and I can actually see what's happening.
You have
TJ Miller's not in the movie,
Blair,
please.
the Blair Witch.
Yeah, no TJ Miller allowed. Yeah.
No TJ Miller.
No,
But
Abrams.
you have the Cloverfield monster attack Tokyo. And then
Blue Oyster
Godzilla
Cult
gets
playing.
summoned up and basically just says, "All right, bitch, it's your turn. You're gonna feel some pain, bitch."
Yeah.
And then he just basically it's the two of them.
Is this the
rampaging through
Jesse
Tokyo.
Pinkman version? It's sounding like Breaking Bad here all of a sudden.
No.
Get out my way, bitch!
You can't keep getting away with it.
Science, bitch!
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Turns out
What was
it's
it?
What was that, Mike? Blair Witch?
Blair Witch versus what?
Scarlet Witch.
Oh! What a witch of a
Lost,
time!
Lost in Space meets Star Trek.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
1999
Oh, dear.
versus
Lost,
Oh, dear.
or Lost in Space meets Space 1999.
Yeah,
it's either that or
Oh, nice.
it's
Oh,
either
How nice the
either
moon
that.
going by.
Can you imagine what that must be like?
Hold up! Before I get, they have to fight Prince because it's the end of the millennium.
Oh God.
Ah,
Oh, we have to find out
put my money on Prince.
Then we will.
Oh yeah.
Howdy, Dr. Smith. I can't believe how big this place is. It's the moon, dear boy. The moon. The moon, and there's no robots. No robots here. Oh, dear
Classic
me, dear
sort of
me.
versus for anyone our
That
age. is
guaranteed
always
letting them hang around
Star
with
Trek
that guy.
versus Star Wars, right? That's the
There you
like.
go.
What was it? Star Trek?
I don't think it would ever work, but it's a fun debate. It's almost
It
like
could work,
every
but
time
nobody
crossover.
ever wants to sit down and actually have a full-on mental debate on how it would end or even
No.
start.
Right.
Well, the one I've always loved is there was a fan fiction one where it was Battlestar Galactica meets Star Wars, and how
I'm
they're
listening.
going. They go through the galaxy, like the they're going through the galaxy, and
Going
they
warp.
it's like Return of the Jedi. So what happens is that we find Commander Kane and the Pegasus are there, and they have the other gunship, and they start to realize that maybe the people from Battlestar Galactica are like an offshoot of the Jedi, because because if you remember in Battlestar Galactica, Commander Adama had some telekinetic powers or something like that, and so they start thinking. So Luke
He's
says,
a Jedi.
no, Luke says,
There are many
well,
calorians in Adama's bloodstream. Sorry. go ahead.
that's what they say at the end. He's like, I'd like to test some of your people's blood, and it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea
Let's
to have
do
that.
it.
The only way you can really do Star Wars versus Star Trek is if you go to the nitty gritty of it instead of
Something that doesn't shy away.
not focused on the force aspect of it, but like focused on the military part of it.
The rebellion.
Something like Total Recall versus The Expanse, kind of just like let's expand that pirate outline.
Yeah, like if you start with like.
Otherwise, it's like Mr. Ed versus Captain Kangaroo. Who wants to see that?
I did start a story. I did.
Right,
do a
here would be the thing of Star Trek versus Star Wars, right? Enterprise is on a routine run. There is a explosion somewhere of a nebula.
There you go. You bring all the different eras.
They get thrown into. They get thrown into. It's the classic. The movies. The movie crew, right?
They're
the
stopping an
version.
Imperial shipyard from.
Okay.
raiding
No. What
something.
happens is that they're blasted into another part of the galaxy they don't know about. It's like uncharted area. Spock goes, "We're in an uncharted area, Captain," and all of a sudden they see like ships appear out of nowhere, and
That's
they're
no
like,
moon.
"Was that?"
That's no moon.
Yeah, that's no moon. That's the Twilight Zone.
This is like probably between Empire and Jedi. So what happens is these ships appear out of nowhere, and they're like, "Captain, we have no idea what these ships are." And all of a sudden, like, you hear this. This is Admiral Piet with the Imperial Navy. What are you? Who are you? And he goes, "I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?" He says, "Well, we have sir, they're preparing to fire. Lock phasers." And
right.
We have the fight, and then all of a sudden you see these ships pop up out of nowhere behind the Enterprise, and it's the rebellion. And also these fighters are coming out, and they're like, Captain, we have no idea who these ships are neither. So we're in the middle of a firefight between these two groups. Yes. Well, the other group is taking a lot of, okay, lock phasers, Mr. Sewell, on the lead ship. So they start fighting the Imperials, and the Imperials tail off. And what happens is Luke, says, permission to land in your base. Says, hi, I'm Commander Luke Skywalker. I'm with the Alliance to Restore the Rebellion. Who are you? Well, I'm Captain James T. Kirk. This is my my
I'm
second
going
command.
to kick your ass, Luke.
Well, no, you have the whole story of him.
We're gonna
explaining
has a
the
karate chop. Luke is down.
I would love to see Greedo versus the Gorn. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was right.
Sorry, go
Just-
ahead. Go
That'd be
ahead.
cool.
Go ahead.
DJ Hooker.
PJ Hooker versus fucking
Guys,
the Joker. Anyway, go
So what
ahead.
happens is
Anyway.
that he starts explaining to him, like, we're with the Federation, we're from another part of the galaxy, and with what we have here is we have
This is not our world. No.
yeah, this is not our world. I don't know. It says, well, you're here in this part. It says, so then we find out later
We're
they
going to
do-
try introduce you to the Kobayashi Maru, Mr.
well,
Skywalker.
no, what it is that the blast puts them back in time, because you got to remember, Star Wars is a galaxy, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So they've
They stopped the
basically
Borg
gone-
from acquiring the Empire
Oh God.
and the Death Star
what-
technology.
That's where things
Oh,
get a
That's the
little.
sequel. My bad.
So what happens is that Kirk
Sorry.
is like, well, we'll help you if you need help, but we can't influence anything. But if you need something, we can teach you what to do. If these people are evil, you can try to. And Luke says, we can't reason with them. We cannot do anything with them. They are evil, and it's.
And Spock
It's-
is like, why are you so emotional, human? I'm no human. I'm a fucking Jedi.
I'll forget it.
No, James, go ahead.
I like
no.
it.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm
the
just
thing- the thing
interjecting
is-
the dialogue.
The thing is that Spock's like, well, we can't. This is another part of the universe. If we influence it, if this is another time, if we influence this, it could have shockwaves that could repercussions. So he says, Kirk goes, well, then I have an idea. If we can't help them, they can help us.
But don't. There you go.
So what?
Mhm.
What do they decide to do?
Hmm.
They decide to go to the Battle of Endor. The shock from the Death Star explosion puts them back into their time.
Okay, now you get originality points there.
You know,
They have to play the band at the big show, otherwise their entire world disappears in the
If
photo.
Daniel writes
Yeah.
this,
I
if
remember.
Daniel, if
Sorry, sir,
Daniel,
you guys are just too loud.
if
Oh, this
Daniel
made-
writes any part of this, he's going to have Wesley Crusher get eaten by the Ewoks, probably. But
There you go.
The band
This
is
made me
one
think of Dune. Meets either Star
Mad
Wars
Max.
or Star Trek.
yeah,
They fold space into one of the galaxies, and all of a sudden, like, oh, look at all these artificially
it's
intelligent
the
things. Let's
spice,
just annihilate them.
Skywalker. It's the
Yeah,
spice.
oh yeah, and the Force versus the Spice. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
But they do need to have Q from the Q Continuum fight
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Contremo,
or Doctor Strange first
Doctor
Who.
Strange and
The Battle
Thanos.
of the
Could,
Strange versus Doctor
Uh,
Strangelove. There's
that
the-
and Thanos could be the moderator
yeah.
because whoever wins
Yeah.
has to fight him in the Infinity Gauntlet.
well, I'd love to see Doctor Strangelove and Doctor Strange. Mr. President, we've detected a mineshaft gap, and this would be very detrimental to us if we do not get the mine shafts.
That's Strange Love. but-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to
Doctor
say, where are we
Strange,
going with
yeah.
this?
Doctor Strange just backs up time, before the nuclear bombs all hit, and he just
There you
keeps doing
go.
that over and over and over again until he finds
Else,
the one.
He stops the cowboy from
Charlie
jumping on a
X
nuke.
shows up and messes everything up too.
Charlie X.
Remember that's like the first Star Trek that aired, I believe.
I think so.
No, it's one of the first three because it's Corbinite. It's the
Carbonite
Corbinite maneuver where no man has gone before.
Oh, there would
and
be a
then-
crossover. Luke
Yeah.
wants vengeance on Captain Kirk after he accidentally freezes Han and Carbonite. See what I did there?
Oh,
Carbonite
maneuver.
maneuver. He was your friend. but
You
he
made him into
was
an action
our
figure.
enemy.
You look great on my wall.
Spock, do you realize the little guy in the Corbinite maneuver is going to play Eaglebauer in Rock and Roll High School, and he's also going to be the brother of Ron Howard, who's going to play Richie Kelley. And not only that, direct Night Shift and Gung Ho, and also Splash.
Around.
Now we got to have David Carradine from Kung Fu appear in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Bill,
he's
Good old
Bill
Bill.
walk around with
Kill
some
Bill,
dumb
there you go.
voice.
Kill Bill versus Kung Fu.
I just thought of the best
Killing
line.
Kung Fu.
Kill Bill versus John
I just thought of the
Wick.
best
Kill
line.
Kane.
Bill was
If David
actually-
Carradine shows up.
That's
You
why
guys
we're
wear
doing
belts in the
that. Two
future?
Carradines.
Do you hear what I said? I thought of the best line he says if he shows up. Do you guys wear belts in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Oh, fucking Vader's
it-
choking him out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, keep it going."
Keep
Man.
it going. Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey,
Mr. Spark, how do you think we should apply to this Imperial Nazi fleet? Tell them to go to hell. Mr. Worf, you're here on the Enterprise helping us. What do you think? It's a good day to die. Well, I'm looking for something less rational. Well, what do you think, Mr. Skywalker? I'm going to force choke him. He killed my father.
No,
It's a go.
I'd love for them to like face the Imperial fleet. They're like, "Well, Spock, what do we do here?" "Well, Captain, if I may say so, it's us versus them." Yes. And and in a case like this, you would always find a way to try to,
Right.
keep
Disable
them-
their shields.
No,
Retreat.
try for a way to
That's what I mean, just
defeat them
knock 'em
without
out.
hurting them.
Yeah.
It's like, do we have frequency on their shields? Yes. It's I have an idea. Scotty, come up here. Comes up and says, "What do you want, Captain?" Says, "Can you generate a pulse to defeat those starships?"
Right.
"What do you mean by defeat them, sir? We can't use our weapons." I said, "No, but we could take out their electronics."
Otherwise, we're
Try
going
to
to have
scoot out of there.
Tuesday.
There you go. Otherwise, we're
I
gonna have
said-
to have Data and Troy just ram the ship into it and see what happens. I don't know.
I'd look for Scotty to be like, "So you want to just pull the plug on them and then get the heck out of here? That's what I want. Good. I'll think of something, sir." It comes up with this frequency wave that's shot out, and like Admiral Pierce in the Starship is like, "What's going on?" It's like, "Captain, they've disabled our shields and our electronics are going down. They have no ion cannon. No, but they've launched something that's like a torpedo of some kind.
It's an EMP.
It's
there you go.
they do an
Do
EMP.
lightsabers deflect phasers? That's all I want to know.
I don't know.
I
don't think they do.
I know.
I
many
think the
people-
Jedis are dead on the spot. You just shoot
Right.
them.
Probably.
I mean,
Star Trek wins every time.
well,
No, the
and
ship from Last Starfighter gets in there and does the Death Blossom and wins.
yes.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
And then
That's
we got to
right.
have
That's all
the
you-
heroes from Tron
We don't.
infect them with a virus or something. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the big master control program.
there you
I
go.
warned you not to do this, Flint.
We got to have David Warner in here somewhere. I do think A-aron made a good point. We got to have some of the spice from Dune or some of the other traffic
Oh,
routes
yeah.
in one of these crossovers somewhere. All I know about a
You can see in
lightsaber.
the future, no one can beat them.
No one can beat them.
The one thing
I would like to
Trek-
see Arrakis, and then you see the V8 Interceptor jump over there. Mad Max is just hunting down one of them.
Oh, there you go.
The
Worms
one
and
thing
Mad Max
chasing-
needs to go into the 80s and help out the A-Team.
Okay.
Like start
And
getting
then,
into
and
car
then, his,
racing.
then, his,
Don't
then
drive
his
that
truck,
rig.
then his car
Don't
flips
drive
over. He
rigs.
comes out of the car and he's going, "Oh,
Right.
The one thing I liked about Trek was that in the comics they switched
There's
the crew
Shrek
members.
comics?
Yeah, there's Trek comics, not Shrek. Trek.
Yeah, no,
I was
I
gonna
heard you.
say.
Shrek.
Uh,
No,
Shrek
the one
versus
thing
Guido.
what they did
Shrek
right
versus Princess
was
Bride.
they would switch the crew members around, and I liked that because it was interesting and it gave more
A different
dynamic.
side quest. for
when
each
you
character.
when
Yeah.
they switch the crew members around."
They would have,
Yeah.
it was I forget what story it was,
Wow.
but it was different. It was a different captain and it was a different first officer, but it was ones that you knew.
Shrek versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
Oh,
wait a
God.
minute. Like they would have it would be like Captain Pike.
Yeah.
But, it was like earlier before
Some
Kirk
other
took over.
admiral.
Yeah.
Or no, it was
Lieutenant.
I can't remember. I'm trying to
They-
remember what the combo was, but it was a really good combination because it was like Picard, Spock, and then a whole bunch of others mixed together for different missions, and I was like, "This
There
is
was-
a good crossover."
There was one I
Yeah,
can
have them
remember.
come from different time portals.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
what was
time
fun.
travel ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
just have them all combine their energy just to disable, like you say, just knock out shields and then take over a ship.
We're launching an
without-
EMP. It takes out everything.
An EMP would be wild because then they would still have to rely on their martial arts skills and samurai swords. And
No.
all I know about a lightsaber is I think many agree that Captain America's shield can definitely deflect it. But that's
Yeah.
about it.
Maybe.
Vibration.
Wolverine adamantium the same as like Beskar or something, maybe.
Beskar armor is kind of equivalent to Wolverine or Black Panther technology. Vibranium armor, but that's all I know.
Gentlemen, I have to go. I have to go to bed. I'm going to be getting up early tomorrow
I think
morning.
we
You're
have.
going to wreck the Hollywood Squares layout here.
sorry.
Or the Brady Bunch.
Well,
And Sully as Alice.
Yeah, so guys, seriously, it's been fun. I can't wait to see you guys in August. Everyone else, welcome to tag along as well. A lot of people at that expo. Anyone want to promote anything before we take off?
Yeah, we're done already. Goddamn.
That's it.
Fuck,
That's the end.
Fuck. Darn, that's the end.
Yeah, I love that song. That's it.
Need to do another hour and 10 minutes. They have an end game link too.
There you go. Or Ferris Bueller ending. It's over. Go home.
Go home.
Go home. Go home.
They should have totally crossed over Ferris Bueller with "Don't Tell Mom's the Babysitter's Dead."
Yeah.
Should have been "Don't Tell Mom Ferris Bueller killed somebody."
What are you still
Too
doing
soon.
here? Go home.
Adventures in Babysitting was a fun movie too. Remember that?
It really is.
Oh,
Christina
God.
Applegate.
Elizabeth Shue. Oh wow.
Yeah, Adventures in Babysitting. I see what you did there. Yeah.
And the thing I love about Adventures in Babysitting, that Vincent D'Onofrio played the guy who thinks the little girl thinks he's Thor. And then you realize later he's playing the Kingpin in Daredevil, you know.
Yeah, life repeats itself in very weird ways.
Mhm.
All right,
Adventures of the Dead Babysitter. Don't tell mom.
Oh,
Don't tell
Don't tell
Tarantino
mom
film.
about the boss baby
Yeah.
is dead.
Don't tell
Boss
the mom. Don't
Baby's
tell.
dead.
Babysitter's dead.
We'll return after these messages.
Hey, it's Brent Pope, the host of Breakfast with Brent Pope. You've seen me on some of your favorite TV shows saying things like, "Give it up, Jimmy. You got to sink this putt to win." On Breakfast with Brent Pope, I sit down with guests from the entertainment world, and we do it all over breakfast. Or should I say breakfast? Every week on Breakfast, you get inside Hollywood info and tips, great breakfast recs and foodie debates. Most of all, you get the most delightful 30 minutes of your week. So dig in. It's breakfast time. Listen at breakfast.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever fine podcasts are found.
Do you ever find yourself thinking about who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman? Hi, I'm James Gavsey, and on the Who Would Win show, me and my co-host Ray ignore anything important happening in the outside world and debate fictional battles between characters from comics, movies, and video games.
We got a new show every week, and almost always am I the winner.
Yeah, not true, Ray.
In the past, we've discussed such matches as Captain America versus Darth Vader, Solid Snake versus the Iron Giant, classic matchups like RoboCop versus Terminator, and even the Muppets versus Sesame Street.
That one was crazy. So if you're a fan of geek culture and love a spirited debate, check out the Who Would Win show wherever you get your podcasts, or check us out at whowouldwinshow.com.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening.
It's a jacked up